newfound loyalty. This is also a testament to how good Lilith is at persuasion. In a few moments, she just turned these humans against their beliefs. While the chaos ensued, she instructed Elias to carry out their intricate plans in the dry steppes. Lilith then made her way to the Yelesna mines with a new recruit, Venard, a curious scholar. After making her way deep into the mines, she revealed her true demonic form to the defenders of the Cathedral of Light stationed there. She painted a picture of carnage and death, laying waste to those who dared to stand in her path. Lilith recognized in Venard a thirst for knowledge, a longing for understanding, and a primal need for survival.
How your mind races. Yes, I am Lilith, mother of sanctuary. Daughter of hatred. I have what you seek. You hunger for knowledge. You dragged your child all over sanctuary in pursuit of it.
No, I taught her how to survive.
Is that what you want to believe? Drop the act. You have questions. I have answers. I know the fabric of the cosmos.
Everything I've read has warned me against you.
You've read so much, yet know so little. Will you accept my offer?
I don't know. Will you let me try? I want to try.
These yearnings played perfectly into Lilith's hand. Using her persuasive powers, Lilith swayed Venard, offering her forbidden knowledge about the origins of humanity.
To reach Rathma, we will need to cross a lake at the bottom of these ruins. It requires a ritual. I will teach you.
As you wish, Mother.
Their partnership was solidified when Venard chose to stay by Lilith's side, and together they prepared for a ritual. The ritual was a pivotal step in Lilith's plans, as it would lead them to Rathma, the key figure in her grand design. It demanded a blood sacrifice from Venard, a task she complied with, driven by her devotion to Lilith. This offering allowed Lilith to cross a daunting lake but left Venard behind, her sanity forfeit as a price of her allegiance. If you're curious about Venard, you should go watch my video about Vigo. He was also there in the mines, and his story features Venard and her daughter Renelle. With a single-minded determination, Lilith continued her journey. She delved deep into the necropolis of the Firstborn, where she discovered her son Rathma, laid low by Inarius.
I don't know if you would have chosen to stand beside me in this new world, Rathma. But I would have saved your place, just the same. And now, all that you might have been has been stolen from me. Stolen.
Rathma's death, although a blow, did not deter Lilith. Instead, she drew strength from his demise, promising to reserve a place for him in the world she was about to create. From his staff, she retrieved a key, the key to Hell, symbolizing a significant step in her ominous plans. Lilith's return marked more than just the reappearance of a vanished queen. It was a foreboding prelude to a chapter steeped in fear and dread for Sanctuary. Her will, unyielding and resolute, and her ambition, insatiable and limitless, spread across every corner of Sanctuary, promising a future under her rule, a future that held little hope for those who dared to resist. From her creation to her first and second banishment and eventual return, Lilith's existence has been a whirlwind of power, influence, and terror. The repercussions of her actions are far-reaching, the echoes of her deeds resonating through Sanctuary, sowing the seeds of a future stained with uncertainty. Her legacy is most prominently reflected in the birth of the Nephilim, her children. As co-creator of these powerful beings, she irrevocably altered the trajectory of Sanctuary. The existence of the Nephilim, their latent powers and potential for either extreme good or absolute evil, encapsulates the pervasive and enduring impact of Lilith's machinations. It is crucial to remember that despite her monstrous actions, Lilith is a paradoxical figure, embodying the thin line separating love and madness. It was out of her fierce love for her Nephilim children and her desire to protect them that she committed her most gruesome deeds. She fought against Inarius, her co-creator and lover, and manipulated others into supporting her cause, all in a bid to defend her progeny. That's my take anyway. Inarius and Lilith, though on opposing sides, share one commonality, the desire for power and control. Their shared history and their contrasting ideologies speak volume about the delicate balance between good and evil and the gray areas in between. Both characters manifest the complexities inherent in such a balance and force us to question the nature of morality itself. The mark she has left on Sanctuary serves as a reminder of her potent influence, a testament to her power and a prophecy of the tumultuous times to come. Hey, welcome to the end of the video, where we talk about the video itself, the theme, and also some behind the scenes. First of all, thank you so much for watching this whole video. I think this was my most complicated and in-depth video to make. It took me quite a long time to get all the assets together and write the script, and I'm still not 100% happy with it. I still feel like there's some things that could be improved, but I need to get this out, and I think it's in a good place, honestly. Lilith is one of my favorite characters, for sure. She's quite complex, and she's got multiple layers to her. You never truly know what her agenda is. When you look at the Sin War, you could say that her agenda is mostly to control Sanctuary, build an army, defeat Hell and Heaven, right? That kind of makes sense. But when you look at the way she behaves towards her son, Rathma, for example, or some parts of humanity, you can't help but feel like she does care for her children. So I really like that aspect of her. The support has been just mind-blowing. Thank you so much. I'm going to keep making videos, and hopefully you'll like them. Make sure to subscribe. I heard that's something you need to be asking like 3 times a video, so... And here's your second reminder to please subscribe. Thank you so much, guys.
The appearance of the mage you describe sounds like one I met back in Tristram. Many Vigeri came to fight against Diablo, the Lord of Terror. Perhaps this is one of them. You know, fate seems to have frowned upon all of the heroes who confronted that terrible evil. Take care, or the same may happen to you.
Fans of the Diablo series are already intimately familiar with the Sorcerer class in Diablo 1, and the character's subsequent fall by the events of Diablo 2. However, an ongoing mystery was how such a powerful and stalwart defender of the light was tragically corrupted. And why was he sent on a pilgrimage to Tristram during the Lord of Terror's occupation? To ask and answer these questions, we must go back to the beginning. So here is the untold truth of the tragic rise and fall of the Sorcerer from Diablo 1.
The sign that my moment had come. I will go west to Tristram to stop the darkness and fulfill the destiny that beckons me.
To understand why the Sorcerer, also known as Jazrith, was sent by his mage contemporaries to the town of Tristram, we must first explore his allegiance to the Vigeri mage clan and their own nefarious origins, which directly relates to Diablo and his brother's subsequent occupation of Sanctuary and to the story and events of Diablo 1. The Vigeri were the dominant of mage clans to form over 3,000 years before the darkening of Tristram. The difference between mage clans beyond doctrine can also generally be broken up into schools of magics which they utilized. For example, wizards are known to tap into the raw arcane power. Necromancers utilize, among others, blood magic, and the Vigerai are largely known for their adept utilization of elemental magics. But it wasn't always so. Rise of the Summoners. The Vigerai were convinced that spirits dwelled on and beyond Sanctuary. While the clan's sorcerers could not directly commune with these entities, they believed contact was possible. Thus, the driving goal of the Vigerai became to perfect the arts of conjuring and summoning spirits. In the year -1992, an unremarkable sorcerer named Jerry Harash succeeded where his fellows had failed. Reaching out, his heart roiling with anger and rage at the recent loss of his family, he made contact with one of these spirits. Yet, it was no such creature, but rather a demon of pure hate and malice. Whether the Vigerai knew from the outset what this creature was is unclear, but soon, if not immediately, they realized that this was not some ancestral spirit. So they worked feverishly to mask the truth of what had happened. The Vigerai then set about quickly perfecting this dark art, establishing demonology and the enslavement of Hell's minions as their basis of power. So successful were they in their summoning of these spirits that the Vigerai earned the moniker of the Spirit Clan. They grew confident that if they could control one demon, they could control others, and their sorcerers set about summoning more and more demons into Sanctuary for short periods. While the clan had no intention of using the demons as weapons, their mages concluded that there was much to be learned from these creatures about the universe and new forms of magic. Unfortunately, this was a two-way street, as the demons then reported to their dark masters back in Hell of their findings. The Vigerai's actions had unwittingly directly led to Hell's discovery of Sanctuary and ultimately drawing the ire of the burning Hells and then the heavens alike in the Sin War.
Fool! You have just ensured the doom of this world. You cannot even begin to imagine what you've set in motion this day.
After the Sin War's conclusion, with Heaven and Hell ceded from Sanctuary once more, the Mage clans reasserted the control they once had over the East. Taking heed of the events, the Mage clans Ennead and Amuet declared that no Mage clan would ever summon another demon into Sanctuary, and at some point in this period, the Vigerai established military outposts and possibly temples in Aranok. The city of Lutgo Lane was built on one such Vigerai fortress, as well as the city of Vizjun.
Horizon was insane. There are forces with which one does not interfere. It would not surprise me if you found only the charred remains of this damn fool.
The Mage Clan Wars. In the year -264, the truth of the Vigerai's now practicing summoning again became known to the other Mage clans. Unfortunately, this sparked the Mage Clan Wars, where hundreds of thousands died as the Mage clans vied for the upper hand. After 7 years of bloody war, the Vigerai were hopelessly outnumbered and on the verge of defeat. Thus, they played their trump card, the summoning of demons. In an instant, the tide turned as the creatures of the burning hells cut their way through the Ennead and Amuet ranks, allowing the Vigerai to drive their forces all the way back to the city of Vizjun. Although the Vigerai were willing to utilize demons to achieve their goals, differences of opinions existed as to how this would be carried out. Notably, the siblings Horizon and Bartok, both Vigerai mages, exemplified this. Horizon believed that while demons were a great source of power, they had to be bent to one's will. The process of breaking a demon's will was a great delight to Horizon. In contrast, Bartok grew to sympathize with demons. With no small amount of influence from them, he believed that demonkind would be best understood through an outright alliance with them, so their secrets could be shared freely. Unfortunately, Hell was playing both of the brothers for fools, which they found out